everyone, Mr.Zerox here, and today we've got another special review. This one's going to be Die Hard Trilogy for the PlayStation 1. Quick thing I want to say, I hope you have watched my other videos. If you haven't watched the Crush Hour video, go watch that. It's not a big deal if you haven't watched it. It's not the greatest review, I know. If you haven't seen the Adrenaline mountain bike review, please check that out, because I'm very proud of what I did. I know the microphone wasn't on for my TV. I figured that out sadly right after I had already finished the video, so you couldn't hear any of the sound effects. Well, there wasn't many sound effects to hear anyways in that game. It was very basic, quite more of a shit game than anything. I had quite a lot of fun reviewing it though. I was no scripting. There was no scripting in any of my videos. Should there be scripting? I don't know, you decide, but I'm very lazy, so when it comes to scripting and not having very much time to make these videos, I can care less. I had a lot of fun with it though. So today, Jurassic Junkie has actually picked this game up a while back, a couple videos ago of his, called Die Hard Trilogy. And if you can see with me, just much like any other console I have, I usually pick up the American version of the game. I picked this up when I was a child, imported it to England, and actually picked this up. So I'm living in the United States now, so I actually could have picked this up here, but I've had this since I was little. Obviously, if you're in Europe, they don't look anything like this when you buy a game. Reason for it is I have no idea. For some reason, the companies for games and a lot of other things seem to make packagings different for different countries. I have no idea why. For different sales, like Asia sales, European sales, and American sales. However, I prefer the black for the PlayStation 1, or the green and the black, you know, and not the English versions or not the European versions of these games, for a lot of reasons. I think these are more stylish. I know a lot of people disagree with me, but I guess it's where you grow up and where you're used to. Even though when I was growing up, I lived in England too, and yet I still like this. I have no idea. I guess I'm just a freak. Super freak. Yeah. Can't believe I'm making that reference. Anyway, let's get started here. So we're going to start this here. Hope you enjoy this. If you want to see what I'm going to probably put in my next couple of videos, I've already got a couple of other games over there I'm not going to show you just yet, because they're probably going to be put up today, or tomorrow or something, so I don't want to give too much away. But let me just give you an idea of what we have to work with that I have planned for the PlayStation 2. There you go. So all that to be planned, hopefully in a little bit more in depth. Most of them are good games, so I plan to spice up these reviews by giving bad games once in a while, purposely, trying to make them look as stupid as possible. Like I said, I don't script them, so anything that I'm playing and saying is I'm playing it that day for the first time in a while, and saying what I feel that day. You know, I review it. So, same with this game. I haven't played it yet. I like this game, I'm going to say that already. It's pretty hard not to. But I'm just saying, you know, I don't script these, so anything I ramble about is complete ramble, you know. It's not really a scripted ramble. So anyway, there's 3 games on here if you haven't figured it out by the word trilogy, which if you haven't, then you need probably to either get glasses, because you can't read, or the fact that you need to go back to school because you're just a fucking moron. Anyway, I've got 3 games on here: Die Hard 1, Die Harder 2, or Die Hard 2, Die Harder. I really don't understand how you can die harder. That makes no sense. How do you die harder? Anyone out there can answer this question. How do you die harder? What are you dying harder then? And how are you dying harder? Once you're dead, you can't do it. I don't get it. Never mind. Anyway, die hard with a vengeance. Yeah, you can't really die hard with a vengeance in consideration too. Because vengeance technically means don't you have to go after the person after it's happened or something? I don't really know what I'm talking about on that one. Just doesn't sound very right. Could have been a lot easier by calling it Die Hard 1, Die Hard 2, Die Hard 3. And if you label the second one, why not label the first one? Or not the first one, the third one. So let's get started. And it's something the AVGN obviously said way before me with everything, so a lot of this stuff in my reviews are hinting at some of my favourite people, so if you haven't figured this out, Jurassic Junkie, AVGN, Nostalgia Critic, Irate Gamer, Ashens, big time. I love a lot of different guys on this channel. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of everyone on here. I watch YouTube more than I watch TV, so that's all I have to say. American TV is so boring. That's one of the reasons why I don't watch it. I haven't watched TV since I left home, so besides a show called Pawn Stars. So anyway, let's get started. Oh god damn it, I waited too long. See, this is why I don't like to ramble and not script things, because this is what happens. You have to wait for loading. Load. That's one of my biggest complaints about this game already. The loading time compared to all the other games that I was reviewing is a lot longer. No, it's worth it though, believe me, it is worth it. This game is amazing and you're going to know why. I mean, this game has left such an impression. Oh great, we're at the first game, okay. I actually want to show you from the main menu because otherwise it seems unfair. It would seem weird to show you everything else from the main menu and then all of a sudden just jump into the first game and then go back. Anyway, what I'm basically saying is I want to show you this screen. This is the main menu screen of only the Trilogy game because obviously the other games wouldn't have this menu. Listen to this, would you?
There is firing in the terminal. Please, let me drive. Once they're alive, stay with me. You surprised me again, McClay. I don't like to lose. Once they're alive, stay with me. There is firing in the terminal. I don't like to lose.
Shut the fuck up, everyone. Jeez Christ. Who asked you? You're gonna get bumpy, you son of a bitch. Help me! Shut up! I'll help you when I'm ready. Fucking whore. Anyway, help me! All these voice acting sounds a lot like the same person being funny in a room. Help me! You know, it just sounds a lot like that to me. You know, I don't know. The person doing the main character's voice, the bald guy, what's his name? Oh, come on, he stars in all the the guy who stars in all the movies, obviously is not the voice actor for the main character in any of these games. And that's a kind of a down thing for a lot of people, I bet. Due to the fact that I don't remember any of the movies, even though I've seen the last one. I remember the last one they made, which is not part 3, so... Oh, what? We're on the second game. Okay, fine. Well, this is part 2, I guess. We'll start off with part 2. Remember, this is Die Harder 2, or 2 Die Harder. Anyway, you can reload, L2, R2, triangle locks on, X button shoots. Okay. It's basically a rail-side shooter. Each one of these games is totally different from each other. This is a lot like an arcade game, and if you have a PlayStation 1 gun, you can actually use it. You don't want to shoot your civilians, obviously. This is one of the first games, actually the first game I've ever seen people on fire in, ever. Ever. So as a child I was kind of, let's say mesmerized slash, kind of like, whoa. Whoa, you can deflect those too. I'd never seen something like this when I was little until this game came out. And I was quite little back then. But I used to play everything from mature games, not since I was a little baby almost. Yeah, that's how addicted I was, even as a little child. And crazy. Kind of wonders why I am the way I am. Anyway, oh, shoot, yeah. There we go. What is this, M16? Well, anyways, I wanted the rockets. Hey, get the rocket. Yeah. Okay, I have the rockets, I don't know how to use them. Oh, you press the square button to use your rockets. It's like this. That's awesome. It has a lot of blood in it too. It's probably one of the most bloody games at the time I've ever seen. It's definitely by far my favourite rail-side shooter, I think. That's pretty fair to say it. Because the art style of the game is awesome, and the graphics were way ahead of the time. And you're always getting something new, and you can shoot at everything and things happen, see? See how he shot at the top, and yet the things fell? Most games at the time, even today, probably wouldn't even do anything. What do I mean, like the floor drop, you know, that's like a bonus to me. Makes me feel like I'm really there shooting at this guy. Obviously there's people being arrested, held hostage, even the policeman. And you see how the wall fell apart and everything. Watch the glass. Everything can be broken apart in this game, pretty much. That's awesome. There's always giving you different guns. Always different things. So you always get a lot of sound effects. They're not always the same sound effect. A little bit more than 3 or so, I would think. And it's not super hard on the first level, which is good because you really start to build up. It builds up from level 1 up to level whatever it is. I don't know the last level. I've actually never beat this game. But as you can see, amazing. And I'm using a controller, by the way. Amazing. You cannot use the analog stick. You can only use the D-pad because at the time this didn't have the capability of the system. There was no such thing as an analog stick for the PlayStation 1 at one time. So I have the Beretta. Cool. And they actually give you real names of guns, so it's pretty cool too. I got explosives. Damn. It's very gory, very bloody. Awesome. It doesn't get any better than this. Basically, the building's blowing up or something, or they're blowing some. I have no idea. I never actually watched all the movies to really remember. I've seen at least one of them, other than the last one. I don't know which ones. You can shoot from outside at them. As you can see, there's just a taxi going up into the building. That's amazing. Tell me how many games you've seen all this happen in one level. I mean, come on. And this is PlayStation 1. Yeah, that's crazy. That's amazing. I don't know what years this was actually released, I forget. But it wasn't very late in the PlayStation thing, I don't remember. Let me look at, I don't feel like that. Okay, anyway. So you've seen enough of that one, let's go out. I spent a lot of time on that because I like that one a lot. So let's go to the main menu. This time we'll try to pick... Actually, you know what? Since we've already saw the second one, let's go to the third one and skip the first one, and I'll tell you why later. So...
Supposed to stay in your seats until the plane reaches the terminal.
You're supposed to stay in your seats till the plane reaches the terminal.
Shut the fuck up, you stupid fucking... Never mind, I have a lot to say about those. I think it's hilarious though. I mean, I wouldn't want that any different because it's funny as can be, but I just like to make fun of it. I've always done that. Even as a kid, I like to make fun of it. So, yeah. I'm still doing it. And anyone who has a problem with that can go kiss it. Yeah, you know what I mean. So, Die Hard with a Vengeance. This one's actually like Crazy Taxi in reverse. You're trying to get out of the city, basically, with a taxi. And you're trying to avoid people instead of pick them up. You gotta follow the map. I'm going the wrong way already. And obviously there's no, whoa, I used the turbo button. No! Get back, get back. You don't know me like that. What button goes backwards? What am I doing? Oh, reversing. The triangle button reverses, I think. No, it's the camera. Okay, so this game, I never ever got past the first level in, so... Yeah, see, this is what happens when you don't know how to play the game. You blow up. I have 2 lives left. Let's try to do a little bit better this time. Come on! One big thing I've always hated about this game is the controls are really legitimately bad. Extremely, extremely bad. Alright, come on. What did I do? Yeah, so I've never got very good at this game at all. Look at this, I can't even go slow. And I don't know what I... Okay, so I'm just going to use the D-pad to go backwards. I don't know if that's how you're supposed to do it, but I'm doing it. Alright, come on. So I see a bunch of cars speeding. I know this has something to do with blowing up or something, explosions. But again, like I said, I haven't seen the movies. At least not all of them. I missed the turbo. I'm assuming the red arrow is the most important arrow. Alright, come on, oh, I missed it. Whoa. Oh, god damn it. Believe me, this gets very frustrating very fast. I wonder if you can use the wheel controller for the PlayStation, I have no idea. For this one I don't think you can, but don't quote me on that. I never owned the original PlayStation wheel controller. And if anyone has a PlayStation 2 one with the gear switch and all that, I would like to have one of those, so that would be cool too. Send me a link or something. Alright, so anyways, you can see the controls are very hard. I'm already about to miss it. I don't know why I'm going so slow this time, but apparently I'm going slow. Sweet. Yeah. What? Whoa, what? Oh my god. I don't even know what I did. I hit the car. And always... You got your safety margins. This happens in all the games. There are different things that blow up into stuff. You see all the people. And then you can go through this. In part 2 you actually see the flaming people and stuff. You can get the skeletons and all that. So, part 2's probably got the funniest thing to watch when it comes to the letter thing. You can send people off, so you can do this too. Duck. Goose! Run! Duck. Goose! Run! Okay. Pointless, I know. F. F. That's what I'll give this game. An F. Okay. I really don't like that game at all. I respect it for being ahead of its time, and the only game I can ever remember that was like that. But it's not a very good game because I can't actually beat the first level ever. Never once, not once, have I got close. So here's the first one. Die Hard 1 or Die Hard. Yeah, we're not dying harder yet, but we're dying. That's, I guess, dying hard is not as good as dying harder, because, yeah, just makes more sense to die harder than die hard. I have no idea what I'm going with that, but I don't think the people that made this game or the movie series had any idea what they were talking about when they said die harder. I think that's just a lazy way to say we're stupid and this is what we're giving you. We're too lazy to put the number 2, so yeah. Even though the game has number 2, I don't think the movie does. I don't remember. Actually, don't listen to me. I'm rambling. Here's one thing you can do to make the game a little easier on yourself. Don't go this way just yet. Obviously the X button shoots the X. I mean the X button shoots the X, yeah, why not? The X button shoots the X, that's what it does, totally. Okay, so X shoots, the O button does nothing. Jump button's triangle so you can make them look like it's jump rope in 1, 2. X button shoots again. Square button throws grenades. That's pretty much all you need to know with this game. The rolling left and right with the L2, R2. Strafing, you have to just hold the button left and right. R1, L1. So you can make him do a dance. That was pretty good. Yeah, I enjoyed that. Alright, grenade. Bye bye, bastards. Yeah. Holy shit, that was cool. Yeah, every time I see that I just laugh at this. This is the first game I'd ever seen that was like this, and this game was awesome. If anyone's wondering about glitches and stuff in this game, yeah, the game does have a lot of glitches. And there's a lot of codes and stuff you can do in this game. So anyone who's into that, yeah. Before we go anywhere, I want to get the other guns real quick because I'm dying already, and I didn't expect to. Run. Okay. I know where to get some life, but let's get the guns first, just in case I don't succeed at getting the... Oh, there's some life too. I never realised I had life in it. Let's get that gun. Okay. It's like an Uzi or something. I'm ready. Pay attention to the green radar thing, because that's the most helpful part of this game. You run out of bullets pretty fast, but yeah, there's more life in here. And there's a lot of people you need to rescue. But I love the way the things break apart when you collect them. It's the only game I've ever seen break apart like that. I'd like to see more games do that type of style of, you know, opening up a crate or something, how it breaks apart into like mini squares, and then falls up into shards and then breaks. That's cool. So they came out of the elevator. I missed the elevator part. They got 2 hostages. They'll kill the hostages if you're not careful, by the way. Which later on makes you watch them get killed. So you'll have no heart for the digital game makers, AI civilians or pedestrians or whatever that have been captured. Then I guess go ahead, don't succeed in trying to rescue them. I got some armor, which you don't actually get to see, which is not a big deal. I got a shotgun. There we go. Now we can get started. This is cool. Before we do anything, let's knock down a bike. How do you do it again? I think I have to do it from this side. You can knock down all the bikes on a row if you know how to do it. I don't know why I can't do it. Ah, come on. Ooh, it's a flame shotgun. No, run! Well, that surely knocked him down. Yeah, blew off the tire of this one. I don't know why I can't knock him down. There's a way to knock him down, though. So anyone who's been playing this game recently, I don't remember how to do it, but you should probably figure that out if you're so... That's cool, too. Grenades. Oh, what the hell was that? I don't know what that was, but it was something. Yeah, I've actually beaten this entire game a couple times, so just not recently. Radar's very important. There's many different levels. There's a lot of glitches in the game, such as the mirror glitch on one of the other floors. Later on in the game, you can actually go through a different bathroom, from like the boys' bathroom on one side all the way to this other hallway, through a wall even if you wanted. There's a lot of glitches and gimmicks. So we died. Oh god. Here we go. The hostages are saved. Times 100. 60% of the hostages were saved. On that level. Or that floor. McLean did well. Oh, he did well this time. Okay, that's something better to say. I love how they do the wave if you do this. Yeah, party, party, party. Everybody's partying, yeah. Run, 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 run. Left, 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 left. I like to do this dance and duck. 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 Gas! Well, it's just a game. Okay. Yeah. I didn't want to know. It gets nowhere, but it's fun. That was cool. Ah! 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 That was cool. Let's try again. I can get bored of that, but we're done. Let's stop. Yeah, so overall, what do I think of this game in particular? Just a little recap. I would actually give this game probably out of 10, at least an 8. It's that good of a game. I wouldn't pick this up for the third game in particular. I'd pick it up for the first 2 games, Die Hard and Die Hard 2, Die Harder. Because it does die a little bit harder, with more blood, more gore, and more weapons. So, that was it. Mr.Zerox out, motherfuckers. Bye-bye.